Hey everybody, welcome back to the Art of Relationships show. It is broadcast, excuse me, around broadcast live, I should say, every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time. As always, you can join in the discussion down below, and excuse me, I'm got to share the video a little bit on my main timeline, but as always, you can join in the discussion, throw your questions down below like I said in the timeline. And also I need to play catch up a little bit as far as getting the prizes out and the winners of last week's show. And just for sharing the video on your timeline, you share the show's episode on your timeline, you get a chance of your choice of a t-shirt right here, Love Intentionally, and on the back it's Stop Hate. So you can get a chance to win that, or the latest edition of my book, The Relationship Guide, move my fingers, Tools to Ignite Love and Intimacy. Okay, it's right there. Again, it is The Relationship Guide, Tools to Ignite Love and Intimacy. And there's the back cover. This is the actual paperback version that is available on Amazon. And the ebook is also available on Amazon too. So you get a chance to win that. All you have to do is share the show's episode on your timeline. I even cover shipping. You don't have to do anything but give me your address and what you want, the book or the t-shirt, and your size. And we'll go from there. And a lot of aspects I'm going to get back into looking at the elements to where, you know, anger, and I get a lot of couples coming in to look at anger in a relationship. Greg, we can't stop the tit for tat. We argue. Oh my God, my man, my lady's got anger issues. And they talk about anger, you know what? It's explosive. It's penetrating. It creates further emotional distance in relationship, right? That's a given, okay? It's not, you know what, that unknown, okay? But what is unknown, and I teach couples to go after, and this is one that a researcher, everyone's maybe heard of, John Gottman, the Gottman Institute, been a, you know, marriage researcher, if you will, for, oh my God, probably 3 to 4 decades, a long time, and talked about, you know, the anger aspects. And I look at the iceberg, okay? A lot of people look at it sunk the Titanic, right? The iceberg, you see the tip of it, right? And what's underneath of it is the reality, you know, the bigger picture, if you will, of what's going on that can sink your relationship or marriage. A lot of people, it's easier to be pissed off, to be angry, or be angry at one another, I should say, to express anger, instead of getting at the real issues about what's going on underneath the water, if you will. And I tell people, you know what, the anger is, you know what, sort of twisted a little bit, I tell people. And you know what you feel is what you feel. It's not right or wrong, but I tell people the twisted part of anger is it covers up the reality of what is happening, and that is the foundation. I tell people it's the hurt from not feeling loved, not feeling desired, not feeling respected, right? Not feeling a priority or important. It's usually a combination of these aspects that go on. But instead of you speaking from your heart and being able to sell, you know what, or tell your person, you know what, I don't feel loved by you. I feel disrespected. I don't feel important to you. It comes out in anger, and you start calling each other names and everything else. And I did a little excerpt last week on contempt. And contempt will destroy relationships. And you know what? It's the anger that creates the contempt. The anger that comes out on top, and you bash each other. You call each other names, right? You throw things up in each other's face. You want that person, your person, to hurt like they made you hurt, right? They're not listening to you. So what do? You yell louder. You scream louder, and it's counterproductive, people. Most people shut down. And they're used to this, right? It's a pattern. It's what they're used to. It's the age-old scenario in your relationship, and I don't want it to be there anymore or any longer. So what happens is, you know what, as soon as you open your mouth, they're assuming you're going to yell and scream and they shut down, right? They're not even listening. I'm not saying they shouldn't listen, but I'm telling you what happens because of the anger patterns in your relationship. And, right, they're not listening, so guess what? They shut down, they're ignoring you, they stop listening to you because they're assuming they're going to get yelled at. And I tell people it's like a dog chasing its tail. The more they shut down because they don't want to get yelled at, the more you start yelling and screaming, okay? Maybe you're the one that shuts down. So, and underneath that anger, can you look at what's going on? Number one, you know what, if you're the one shutting down, can you look at your partner? They're probably hurt. They don't feel loved. They don't feel important. They don't feel respected. Go after the hurt. Just say, babe, what are you hurt about? But don't yell at me, okay? And if they continue to yell, you say, you know what? I want to listen to you. I want to know what you're hurt about. I'm not going to be able to listen to you while you're yelling at me. And then you can walk away, okay? I want you to be able to command respect and command self-love. But there's so much stuff that's buried underneath that hurt. It can be frustration. I already mentioned, you know, the 5 or 6 things, you know, not feeling loved, respected, desired, important, a priority. Also, you know, it's all derived from, you know, frustration. You don't maybe have an answer. You feel lost. You feel like yourself is sold out. You're not happy. You're miserable. All these elements come out. Oop, almost spilled my coffee. Oops, sorry, people. But looking at these aspects that create the anger, where it's coming from, you know, it could be stress. You have a bad day at work and you come out and you take it out on, you know what, your loved one. You take it out on your kids or people that are with you. It's one of those things that happen. I don't excuse it or condone it. I want people to be able to understand what the heck is going on and to be able to, you know what, dig deep and speak from the heart instead of the anger. The anger will destroy a relationship, people, and I'm trying to help you go after it. You know what? Go after the hurt. First thing, right? Sounds easy, right? It's not easy to do when your loved one is yelling and screaming and bickering and nagging and all this aspect. Babe, you know what? And this goes for men or women. It's not a gender issue aspect, right? It's an individual aspect. And some people, you know what, when they're hurt, they try to get their partner to yell, you know, to look at the hurt, but they're yelling and screaming. They're not doing it effectively. They're not doing it in a positive manner that is going to be productive, that's going to be healthy and create connection versus create disconnect that anger triggers, okay? I want you to be able to go after, you know what is happening? What is manifesting the hurt? Am I, you know what, not listening to you? Am I not hearing what you have to say? Am I maybe ignoring you, neglecting you? Am I not making you feel loved and feel desired? Am I making you feel disrespected? You get where I'm going with this. So the more you can go after this, it's going to calm the anger down. It's very difficult when someone comes out and comes after you, right? And to look at, you know what are you hurt about? It's hard to yell and scream, right? Or another avenue is, you know what, I love you. I want to hear what you have to say and what you're hurt about. Don't yell at me. Again, command and respect. Even though I might have caused the hurt, I might have caused, you know what, the pain, that doesn't give you a right to yell and scream and berate me. Okay? I want to hear, I want to make amends for what I've done, the actions I did to maybe cause you to feel disrespected, to hurt your feelings. I want to own that, absolutely. But that doesn't give anyone the right to yell and scream and pick you apart. Not at all, okay? So go after the hurt, go after the pain that your partner is feeling, number one, okay? And if you are one that has the explosiveness, the anger aspects, okay, I want you to speak from the heart more, and I say this, and it sounds like I repeat myself often, but it's so crucial. Are you strong enough? Are you courageous enough to be able to speak from the heart and say, I don't feel loved. I don't feel, you know, valued and important to you. And if your partner is not listening to you, maybe you need to be able to get some help, okay? Are you making your partner safe enough to listen to your needs and what you're feeling? Because what you feel and what your needs are, they're crucial. So are your partners. I want them to be able to listen to you, but I also want you to be able to make it safe enough to express from the heart, not the anger and creating distance. I want to decrease the distance, and I want to help you be able to get more connected, okay? Again, not a right or wrong, not the blame aspect, okay? And there's another, I talk about, people in another iceberg, if you will, that I come up with many, many years ago. And it's looking at, on top, like I said, the anger and blame is there, but underneath of it is, the hurt and sadness. I call this like the relationship iceberg, or the relationship healing iceberg effect, if you will. You're looking at the anger and blame. Like I said, underneath of that, it's the hurt, right? And sadness. And maybe underneath that, the hurt and sadness, you might feel insecure. You might have a fear that your partner might not love you anymore, okay? It's scary. You might fear being alone. You might be fearful and insecure that your partner doesn't want to have sex with you. They don't desire you. You don't turn them on anymore, okay? And now, if you screw up for yelling, screaming, or whatever, are you showing genuine remorse and taking responsibility for maybe the anger that come out of you? Maybe people, we all know people that might have anger issues, right? Stereotypical. They throw things. They threaten to kill themselves. They threaten to kill you. They threaten to leave, divorce. They break stuff, punch holes in walls. That's not good. You need to be able to take responsibility and show remorse for your anger or your explosive episodes. But then if you have a hard time, handling it and getting more emotional control of yourself, then by all means seek help, okay? Talk to a counselor in your area. Give me a call, whatever, okay? Anything that can help you. I want you to be happier and to be able to be more confident in speaking from the heart and what your needs and wants are in a relationship, and not come out with the anger and explosive aspects, okay? Now, after you take responsibility, you look at your intentions and wishes, okay? My intention is not to blow up. My intention and wishes are to be able to remain calm and speak from my hurt and speak from, what I need. And if that person is unwilling or doesn't want to meet, your needs and make you feel loved, make you feel respected, make you feel desired, that type of thing, my question is, why are you with that person? And that's where I go back to promoting self-love and self-respect. You don't want to ever beg somebody or plead or sell yourself out for someone to be with you. That's not my definition of love, okay? Nothing is perfect, okay? And then the foundation of what you want to get down to, that, I call it the relationship healing iceberg, get underneath at the very bottom. You want to get to a point of love, reconnection, right? Of forgiveness, of understanding each other's heart, insecurities, and fear, not using them against each other, but helping one another with those aspects, okay? And also a gratitude that that person is there for you, the gratitude for the love you do have in your life, and the gratitude that they're willing to work it out with you and try to get more connected and get to a center of peace in your relationship. And again, they have a better understanding of one another to build the connection, like I said, on all those levels: mind, body, heart, and soul, right? Nothing's perfect, but to be able to flip the script on anger, speak from the heart, and to be able to, divulge what your wishes are, what your fears are, so the partner can help you, heal those, not use them against you. If those people manipulate you, use them against you, I get where the fears and insecurities come from in that. But now, you're going to be more courageous, you're going to be more confident in yourself to be able to look at, you're not going to manipulate me, you're not going to, use these against me. That's not love, and you deserve better than that. And if that person wants to be with you, they need to change their manipulative ways, okay? It sounds simple. I know it's not simple. With matters of the heart and soul, it's not easy at all, okay? So, again, I'm going to post both of these pictures up for you to be able to use these, to be able to look at what is really going on underneath the anger and the blame game that goes on. I'll post these after the show in a little bit. And again, remember, share the episode, The Art of Relationship Show, on your timeline for a chance to win the t-shirt I showed at the beginning or a paperback book, The Relationship Guide, Tools to Ignite Love and Intimacy. It's the enhanced edition, the newest edition I have out. And also you can get those, ebook or paperback format on Amazon.com. Okay, again, I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate all the support and me helping as many possibles have the relationship that they've always craved and desired, okay? My website, theartofrelationships.org. Check it out. And thanks again, people. I am here Tuesday and Thursday, 12 noon Eastern Time. Everybody take care. Have a great, great Tuesday.